road to WrestleMania.
Yay.
Okay, that was the worst yay, but okay.
No, hell yeah, yeah, yeah. Like WrestleMania is always a good fucking time. You know it. Like you're a wrestling fan, you know this is the time to watch wrestling.
Yes. So we're gonna start off with Monday Night Raw.
Oh,
So this show was a show. That's all I can say. It was a show.
I felt that too. Like it wasn't as great.
Not as great. So it started off with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins comes out, he starts talking shit, and he's talking about he's going to win the Rumble. And he's just talking shit, and then here comes Gunther. So Gunther comes out and says, listen, it doesn't matter if you're going to win, you're not going to beat me for the championship. So they're going back and forth, and Seth basically says that title wouldn't exist without me. And I didn't realize this because I don't think that this has ever crossed my mind. Do you know that they never had a match for that title?
No, they never.
Yeah, I'm like really like it really fucked me up because I was like, wait a minute, they never had a match for that title.
Like I didn't realize it till he said it. So
Yeah. So then all of a sudden Logan Paul came out and he got booed to shit. He said he didn't give a shit about either one of them. He's going in the Rumble and he's gonna win and he's gonna challenge Gunther. And Gunther said, listen, Seth, I don't want you to win. I want that guy to win so I can kick his ass.
yeah, he did say that. Because at first he started to say he wanted to fight Seth, but then like he pissed him off. That's the good thing about his character. Like he pisses people off.
Yes, that was fucking hilarious. He was like, yeah, no, I want to fight this guy. Fuck that
Yeah.
guy. So that happened. So then we had a backstage, and Punk is walking, and Punk and Sammy got into a little back and forth, and Sammy basically told him was like, "Listen, you know the difference between me and you? I main evented a WrestleMania. You didn't." And Punk was like, all right." And then all of a sudden, Cross comes to start talking to Sammy, and Cross is trying to tell Sammy that he needs to start thinking about himself. And this is bothering me because like everybody keeps getting on Sammy, and I know this is going somewhere eventually. But the way that they're sparking it right now, it feels like this is supposed to end at WrestleMania, but it's not going to end at WrestleMania. It's going to be after WrestleMania. So I don't know why this is like getting so ramped up now because this is like the fifth time in like the last 3 weeks that Sammy has been pressured to do more and be more of himself to go for what he wants, what is the title. And it's all going to trickle down into like a story later, but this feels like this is trickling down to the WrestleMania moment. But it's not. It's not happening.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
guess
know.
I guess it's just preparation for what's gonna happen later on. Because yeah, I don't see anything happen at WrestleMania either.
Yeah, it felt like this is what I get criticized AEW for is like doing like shooting shit too early. This is what I'm criticizing WWE for is like you're shooting this too early because the payoff is probably later in the year. This is like people are gonna forget all about this, but like the more you're pushing this right now, people are like, oh, I feel like this is gonna end at WrestleMania, which is not like we're gonna have Sammy versus Kevin at WrestleMania, and that's gonna be another layer to the story. But it's still like it didn't get to the end of the story. It didn't get to that story. Like, see, that's what because then like what happens later on is like, okay, this also plays into this bigger part of the story. And if you're looking at it in like a whole story instead of like a macro little bit of like, oh, this is just this and this is this is going to be a huge thing because I've said it before and I'm going to say it when we get to the main event. This all plays together into some story, but if they don't land the landing with this Sammy story, I'm gonna be pissed because this is like a perfect landing story. You just have to tell the story right. But right now they're rushing it, and it feels like it's not like it's supposed to happen now, but it's not. It's pissing me off.
Rush Unit is the perfect like example for it because it feels rushed as shit.
So then we had a tag team thing. We had a tag team title match. And the tag team title match was between the War Raiders, JD McDonough, and Dominic Mysterio. Dude,
I didn't
I
expect this match to be that good.
this match was good, but JD McDonough hits a Acai moonsault and fucks up his back. And I swear to God, it looked like he hit his head so bad.
Yeah,
Michael
it did.
Cole, Michael Cole on fucking commentary kept saying, "Guys, we need to get somebody out here to check on him. We need to get somebody to check on him, guys. Somebody should come out here and check on this guy." He kept saying it like he wasn't joking. He just kept saying it like somebody needs to check on this dude. Like this guy needs to get checked on. And then JD got up and he wrestled the rest of the match. He wasn't fast. He wrestled the rest of the match. And then Eric picks him up and hits a reverse GTS to the back of JD's skull. And I'm just like, oh my God, he killed that man. JD got up. JD kept working. Dominic took the pin. After the match, JD walks all the way to the back and collapses right in the fucking doorway. Just bam, just falls out. So everybody was like, oh my God, he has a concussion. He has a concussion. JD tweeted, guys, I have a broken rib and a punctured lung, but I'm cool. I'm like, that's even worse than a concussion. How the fuck did you finish that match?
Right?
Dude,
Like puncture lung, like you're damn near you could die from that.
it was like it was so bad. I'm like, how the fuck did he do that? And like I have to give it to him. He's fucking amazing for doing it because he wrestled after that spot and kept going and going and going. And
Was it that spot where he got fucked up though?
yes, yes, because this is what happened. When he did the flip and he hit the table, his head hit the table, yes. But because of the new tables, they're so hard, his back went into it and it broke a rib, and that's where it hit the lung. And that's where he went down.
Got
Because
you.
because remember, the top of his back, like under his shoulders, went and hit the table. And when
Yeah,
it hit, it went crack. And that was it.
got you.
So because everybody thought it was a concussion because his head hit the table, but it was so much worse because it was his back. Like, damn,
Surprised it's not a concussion.
right? But speaking of concussions, Dakota Kai has a concussion from that drop kick that she took last week from Zoe Starks.
Wow.
Also, she's a fucking trooper because she finished the match after that drop kick.
Right?
So then they had a backstage with Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, and Woods was like, "Yeah, my family's gonna be in the audience, and that's gonna be a thing." So we're like, "Oh, okay." I kind of knew where that was going. After that, I was like, "Oh, I know where this is going." All right, cool.
Like it was kind of predictable, right?
Yeah, it was kind of predictable. So then they come back from commercial break. Woods has a match against Rey Mysterio. Woods' family comes up and Little Yachty, and they all have on New Day Sucks shirts. And I was like, how the fuck hasn't this happened before? Dude, like remember they were heels and people used to chant New Day Sucks. They
Yeah.
never made merchandise out of it. Like they didn't make not one piece of merchandise that said New Day Sucks. All of a sudden, now in this era, it's like, oh, New Day Sucks. We're gonna make a shirt out of that. What the fuck? Like, why didn't that happen before?
It should have. Like my most memorable moment with them as heels is
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was an 8-man tag, and like they teamed up with Bo Dallas, but not the Bo Dallas we got now, the dorky one. he had no
Mhm.
rhythm clapping the New Day sucks thing. Shit was hilarious, like comedy gold.
Dude, like I don't understand how that shirt didn't shirt didn't exist.
It should
I
have
don't get it.
been around that time.
It should they were heels for a long time. Like they should have had merch that said New Day sucks. But
Yep.
all of a sudden now it's like now that they're the evil New Day, they have evil New Day shirts. It's like what the fuck?
Because haven't they been healed twice before
I want
this?
to say yes, but I feel like they were heels for a long, 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 long time, and then they turned face because it was like they were face heel, but then they just turned heel, and they were heel for the longest of time, and then
Yeah,
they turned face for a long time.
that
So
sounds about right.
yeah. So then we had a Penta thing in the back, and he's speaking Spanish, and Penta said he's in the Rumble, which something else happens later on that was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
So they're showing rappers in the building because they're in Atlanta. So there's a bunch of Atlanta rappers in there, and they came out to support. And then they didn't show this on the main feed. They showed this on the non-commercial feed. Kai Cenat came out, and he had like an entrance and everything. Got in a ring. Everybody was super popping for him. I was like, oh shit. Now, the funny part about this is like there's a small percentage of people that have no idea who the fuck Kai Cenat is. Like, and there were some wrestling journalists that didn't know who Kai Cenat was. It was like, I don't know who this guy is. I guess he's a comedian or something. I don't know. They didn't know who Kai Cenat is. And to me, that's kind of weird because, like, even though streaming is a different type of medium, Kai Cenat is the biggest streamer. He's one of, not if one of, he is the biggest streamer in streaming space. Kai is a huge deal. And he went on his stream the day after and he was talking about WWE. And it was like the best shit. He said this was a dream for him because he never was able to go to see wrestling ever. He's like, he loved wrestling. And he was like, this is the first time he actually got to go to an event. And he talked about meeting Triple H, and Triple H was like, "Man, I love your stuff." He was like, "I seen a bunch of your streams." He was like, "The one with Kevin Hart was funny," and Kai was like, "What the?" He was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "Dude," he was like, "What?" He was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, He was like, "I love you." He was like, "Everybody in the hood loves you." He was like, "You're famous." He was like, "You're Triple H, and you're telling me you like my stuff." He's like, "No." He's like, "No, no, no, no." He's like, "No, I love your stuff." He's like, "The whole hood loves your stuff," and he just like he was so happy to meet Triple H. Then he was talking about the backstage. He said everybody backstage was like a family. He said it was just like a really nice vibe backstage. He said he never seen anything like it. He said he was like he gave WWE so much praise, and they even invited him to the Royal Rumble. And it's funny because they invited him to the Royal Rumble, and they also invited I Show Speed to the Royal.
Yes.
And the funny thing about the speed situation is I am afraid of him getting in the ring. And it's not
Why?
even for the reason that people are like, oh, like, yeah, because like he's an asshole or whatever. I'm afraid to put him in a ring because if you ever watch Speed or know anything about Speed, Speed is a genetic freak. Speed is insane. Speed went to go do kickboxing, stepped in a ring, had no idea how to do kickboxing. Within 26 seconds, Speed picked up how to be a kickboxer and was kickboxing with a fucking kickboxer and keeping up with him. I'm like, all right, that's insane.
Oh
He
shit.
he almost outrun one of the fastest men in the world. He challenged a fucking football player to a 50-yard dash, and the football player said, "I'm not doing that. You're too fast." Speed jumped over a fucking Marcialago going fast as fuck. Everybody was like, "This isn't real." He did it, jumped over it, cleared it completely. Then because everybody said it's not real, he did it twice. And it was like, okay, this guy's unreal. He did a box jump. He did an 8 foot box jump. Somebody showed him, was like, yo, do this box jump. He did an 8 foot box jump. No prep. No prep. Speed can do a backflip just like that. He went for the backflip record, world record, and he only didn't get it because he was too tired. Not because he couldn't do it. It was because he exhausted every bit of his strength.
Hmm.
Speed is not normal when it comes to any physical activity. He got in a ring with an MMA fighter and took him down. He's not normal when it comes to any like physical activity. This kid, if he got in a ring and wrestled, he would be better than Logan Paul. That's all I'm saying.
He's pretty much like a prodigy. He picks it up like fast.
Yes, this kid went from the most annoying shit person that you're like, I want him to go away, to being an ambassador for fucking America. It's like there's it's like the most drastic change you've ever seen. It's like, what the fuck? Like this dude isn't even he's not normal. He's not normal. He is a different type of human. He went from being I want this guy gone to this guy is great. Like it's insane.
Awesome.
So then we had Bailey backstage with Rhea Ripley, and Rhea is talking about defending her title at WrestleMania, and Bailey's like, "Well, you're gonna have to defend it against me because I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble." And I'm like, "No, you're not, Bailey. You're not gonna win the Royal Rumble."
I was just thinking that.
Like that was funny because he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna defend it against me." I'm like, I don't think you're even in the running, pal." So then they had a thing with Braun Breaker, and he has the Intercontinental Championship, and he's talking. Pinto walks up to Braun Breaker, and I was like, if that's not the WrestleMania match, I don't want anything else.
Same.
Dude, like that popped the shit out of me. I was like, oh shit.
That match is gonna be amazing.
Yes. Penta's gonna win that Intercontinental Championship if they had a match.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So then we had Paul Heyman reveal Roman Reigns on a cover of WWE 2K25.
He was on it too.
Yeah, he was on it. And like that was so weird because like he was standing where he was standing in the photo. Because if you're watching this, he was standing where he was standing until Drew McEntry came out. When Drew came out, he moved and you was like, wait a minute, Paul's right there. Like Paul's there.
I didn't even notice it then. I noticed it after the fact when I rewatched it on a replay. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
shit. So Drew came out and Drew was talking about he's gonna win the Royal Rumble and he wants Paul to tell his guy that he's coming for him. So Paul goes, I'll tell Roman that you're looking for him. Drew says, I'm not talking about Roman. He's like, I'm talking about Punk. So Paul gave him this look like, hmm. And I think Drew said that to spark beef between Punk and Roman.
yeah, that's exactly
Because
what he
like
did.
I don't think he did that for his own thing. I think he did that to spark beef. So yeah, that's the
Punk
thing.
Roman and Paul.
Yes, he's gonna fuck that up.
Now Paul probably would have to choose between one or the other.
It's we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
So then we get Bianca Belair and Naomi versus Liv and Raquel. And this is a non-title match. And because of Dominic, Liv and Raquel won. So now they're kind of number one contenders for Bianca and Naomi.
Normally that's the way it goes. You pin him, your number contender.
Yeah. So then we get to the main event. And the main event is Sammy versus Drew. And the first thing Michael Cole says, Sammy has never beat Drew in 10 matches. This is This is unprecedented. He's never beat Drew. And I'm like, this is exactly what I want them to keep bringing up. Because the more they keep bringing up this thing, we get to have Sammy beat Drew. Sammy beats Drew for the world title. Because if this goes the way that I think it's going to go, which I'm going to talk about in the preview for Royal Rumble, this definitely goes to Sammy getting the world title by the end of the year. And
Yeah,
if it doesn't go by the end of the year, next WrestleMania. So Drew beats Sammy. Then after the match, Cody comes out to save Sammy from getting his ass beat. Drew runs out. Cody gets beat up by Kevin Owens, and Kevin is beating him up. Sammy winds up doing the haluva kick to Cody, knocking him clean out. And Drew standing there, Sammy standing there, and Kevin standing there. But they're not standing together, but Sammy and Kevin are standing together. Drew standing on the outside. And Renegade has named them and Seth Rollins the
the
Sword.
sword. Yep,
So yeah.
that's gonna be a thing. Watch.
So then we had Cody recover. And if you look at Cody, Cody was out of it. Like I swear he got knocked loopy. Cause like
That,
when he gets up, he's like stuttering and like he's barely saying stuff. And
that's that's why I laughed when you said he recovered, because that man wasn't recovered. He was still fucked up.
yes. So then he's there and he's cutting his promo, and then Punk comes out and they go back and forth, and Punk says, I didn't prepare you for this. Punk basically starts saying, Cody's tired. Cody's tired and he shouldn't be having a title, and somebody's coming up to chase him, and the somebody is him. And Cody said, nope, I'm built for this. I'm the quarterback. I am the champion. He's like, and I don't care about you or anybody else. You can't beat me. I'm like, oh, okay.
That
But
was interesting.
you know what's funny? Like after that, it made me want to see Cody versus Punk. It
Yeah,
was like it was like, yeah, I want to see this match. But that's not happening anytime soon.
but when it does, it's gonna be a banger.
Yes. So we got the reveal of the first inductee of the 2025 Hall of Fame, Triple H. How do you feel about that?
I'm good with it. Like I feel like he should have been in it.
I am too, but like there's a lot of people who are conflicted about him being in it because it's like they're like he deserves it, but like is he doing this like selfishly because Vince didn't want to be in the Hall of Fame when he was running things, but he's in the Hall of Fame the second year that he gets to control the Hall of Fame, and like they're conflicted. But me, I'm like I don't really care.
Because the way I took it, and I could be totally wrong on it, this is my understanding, the way they announced it or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it seemed to me he did not know. They surprised him with that shit. You know what I mean? 'Cause there was Shawn Taker, and I want to say Nick Khan and Stephanie were behind this too. So it was
Yeah,
all
but here's the thing. Here's the
them
thing.
talking behind his back. Go ahead.
The thing is, like, this is wrestling. Like, they were doing a WWE meeting and then they surprised them with this. But the thing is, this is wrestling. Like, how much of this is really true and not?
Yeah,
Like, he said like he didn't know anything about it and he was going to throw Nick Khan off a building for doing this. But like he like I don't know. I don't know if it was real or not. But to me, I don't care because I feel like we're at the point where we've ran through everybody who should be in the Hall of Fame, and we just need to start putting people in the Hall of Fame if we're going to keep the Hall of Fame alive. So we just need to
yeah,
start putting random people in, and he's like one of the people.
yeah. And the difference between him and Vince, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like the whole wrestling aspect. Triple H before he became in power, he had a great career. You know what I mean? What is it like 14 time, 15 time champion or whatever?
Yep.
So You take away his fucking position now, he deserves it.
Yeah, of course he deserves it. It's just the position makes it murky for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So then they announced that Stephanie McMahon has her own show called Stephanie's Place, and it's going to be on ESPN Plus. And the show is basically like Peyton Manning. I think it's Peyton Manning. He has a show where he goes around to like interview old football players and whatever and talk to them. Her show is something like that with wrestlers. So they showed the preview, and on the preview, she's talking to Stone Cold, she's talking to somebody else. But the one that kind of got me like, what the fuck? She's interviewing Roman Reigns. She's doing this sit down interview with Roman Reigns, but then it cuts to her on a yacht with the bloodline. And I don't mean just the OG bloodline. I mean the whole entire OG bloodline and Savage bloodline on a yacht throwing up their ones with Stephanie McMahon. And I'm like, that's okay, because like that's breaking storyline and everything, just like showing them all together. Because it wasn't just like, oh, it's just Sammy and them. Sammy was on the boat, yes, but it was Sammy, Solo, Jacob Fatu, the Tongans. Everybody was on this boat with Stephanie, throwing up the ones in the middle of the ocean with this interview, and it's like, oh, I want to see how that goes down.
I mean, all technicality, I mean, fucking beef aside, they're all family, so they probably could get along once or twice, family reunion or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's true, but like it just was like it's not really a lot of times they show stuff like that. So it was like, oh, okay, let's see how this goes, because I want to see them all out of character talking to Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah,
So like that's gonna
especially
like,
fucking Tama. Like I want to see Tama as a character.
mm-hmm. And I just like that's what I want to see. That's what is interesting to me. And I'm like, I want to see this. I want to see how this goes now.
Yeah.
So that's the Raw side of things, and there is so much more to talk about. So we had an NXT show, and they were in Atlanta. And when they went to this place, it was like I looked at it, and the first thing that popped in my head was it reminds me of Full Sail.
Okay.
So it felt like an old school NXT show.
Awesome.
And speaking of an NXT show, they want to run Madison Square Garden.
Ooh.
Like I don't
I,
know, how do you feel about that?
yeah, I think you were just about to say what I was about to say. I don't know about that. Like it sounds good, but at the same time, can they do it? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's me and you and a few others. We love NXT, but quote unquote terms like the fucking main roster, developmental, and all that shit. Because for real, it's the third brand. But mainstream, we use terms like that. So will it happen? Like would this be successful? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like they should run somewhere smaller, but Madison Square Garden, I don't know.
Now, however,
Uh-huh.
if they do like, I want to say they had a couple Raws, like yeah, a couple Raws where they made it look really tiny.
Mm-hmm.
If they do a setup like that, then fine.
Yeah, unless like they have like some huge, huge, huge shit that like people are like really excited and bring down main roster guys.
Yeah,
Like yeah, it's definitely not.
like John Cena in it or something.
Yeah. So NXT started off with a tag match. It was Julia and Bailey versus Roxy and Cora Jade.
What a
Now,
great match.
it was a great match, but the whole time I'm just looking at this and was like, there's something here. This is something weird, and it was something there. And it was because of Cora and Roxy, the
Yes.
way they were dressed. And they were dressed in their quote unquote normal gear. But here's the
That
thing.
that wasn't their normal gear, but okay.
It wasn't their normal gear. Because that's not Cora's normal gear because she has new normal. And that also wasn't Roxy's normal gear. Because Roxy doesn't wear shit like that.
Yeah.
And it like soon as I seen them wrestling, it just my mind just went to, huh, that wasn't done for no reason. There's something to this. And the thing that I'm thinking is AJ Lee. They look
Same.
just like AJ Lee. And what makes this more like smoke to the fire is because like once again, like they were talking to Punk. Like they did this thing where like they're asking Punk, who's gonna win which Rumble? And they asked him about the women's Rumble. They're like, who's gonna win the women's Rumble? Punk goes, I think, you know what? I don't want to say. Because if I say, I'll get in trouble. And he just left it at that. And it's like, okay, okay, that wasn't said for no reason. You just didn't say that. He just like, I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm not gonna say. And like you could see his face, like he had like this smile, and it's like, yeah,
It was
yeah,
coming.
I think it's happening. I think it's happening.
Same. Same. Because like I didn't notice it at first, and you was
Hmm.
like, "Yo, something's off about Cora and Roxy." I'm like, "What?" You're like, "You didn't even tell me." You like, "Just look at them." Took me a minute. I'm like, "Oh, I see." Like the gear was to a point where they had similar logos to fucking AJ on their tights.
Like everything about that just like screamed like she's back. And then like also like the little extra Easter egg of Bailey and AJ being so close. Like it all just felt like it felt too like synergistic. Like if she doesn't show up at the Rumble, I'm going to lose it because it's a bunch of spots open. I'm going to lose it if she doesn't show up.
I'd be shocked.
So the match ended when Cora accidentally hit Roxy and lost the match like that. And okay, so then we got an Eddie Thorpe promo, and Eddie saying he has to go back to the beginning, has to find himself because he's going to get that title. He's going to get the title one day. I'm like, okay, all right, Eddie, get the title.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah, not anytime soon, but I feel like he's going to get the title eventually.
Yeah.
Because like they threw him in the main event scene and like pushed him and pushed him and pushed him. So I really do think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So then we had the Grayson Waller effect, or Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
And they interviewed Obafemi, and the people kept cheering for Austin Theory to turn, which he didn't.
No,
And
no. Correction. He did. He
okay,
turned he literally turned his back, like he turned around on fucking Grayson Waller.
so that was actually funny because like it popped me was like, oh shit, he actually turned.
Yeah. That's similar to
So
like fucking John Cena years ago when like he was talking about a heel turn and he like fucking turned his heel.
yep. So they're in the ring, they're talking, and then all of a sudden Ava comes out. And Ava's talking to Oba and she's telling him about Oba, you need a challenger for the world championship. And before she can finish saying anything, Trick comes out. Trick gets in Oba's face And then A-Town Down Under is right there. And Trick beats the shit out of A-Town Down Under. And Oba just catches Trick and power bombs. Like, and I don't mean just like a regular power bomb. He power bombed him so hard, Trick just started holding his ribs.
Yeah, that looked like it hurt.
But then we had something, and like if you're listening to the crowd, it popped me because it was so fucking funny. So the interviewer lady is interviewing Izzy Dane, and Izzy Dane has her back turned, and she's wearing all pink. And people start chanting, 10 feet time, 10 feet time. And then they realized it was Izzy. They was like, oh. Like, I'm not even
It
joking. That's legit what the crowd said.
Izzy time. Izzy time. I would have
And
changed it just not to not look stupid.
yeah, dude, I would have too, because it's like, oh, we thought she was another blonde. Oh.
They have a
So
blonde problem. Straight up.
then Ridge comes out, and Ridge is like, why did you screw me over last week? Because basically what she was saying was like, yo, the Don looked out for me, so I'm looking out for the Don. And Ridge Holland is like, why'd you screw me over? And then all of a sudden Stax shows up, and Stax just start beefing with Ridge Holland, and they're about to fight. But they stopped them, and then we go to Trick in the ring. Trick is still holding his ribs, and he's about to face Wesley with tie and tie. So Wes starts beating up Trick. Then Trick just all of a sudden powers up, beats the shit out of Ty, beats the shit out of that same Ty, pushes down the other Ty, beats the shit out of the same Ty again, and then winds up beating Wesley.
That was like so weird because like he got beat down before the fucking match. His ribs fucked up. Then like he's going against Wesley. Wesley's a phenomenal athlete. But then he's outnumbered.
Yes, it was so weird. It was like Wesley is so good, but all of a sudden Trick is just beating the shit out of everybody there. And the reason, dude, Trick lost because of a DQ. Trick lost because of DQ because he kept beating the shit out of Wesley, and then the referee tried to stop him, and Trick threw the referee, and that's how Wesley won.
But still.
So then we go to the back, and Ava is there, and Ava's like, Oba. She's like, listen, I make matches around here, not you. And Oba goes, all right, cool. What's my match? She said, all right, you're going to have a match at Vengeance Day against A-Town Down Under in a triple threat match. And he's like, all right,
No fucks
dude,
given.
dude, why? Explain me why. Explain to me why the fuck A-Town Down Under gets a fucking triple threat match for the world title. Explain. What the fuck did they do?
They were there.
I don't even fucking know. I don't know.
Just that
So
simple. They were there.
yes. So did Ava walks into the men's locker room. Everybody goes, whoa, 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 whoa. That was fucking hilarious. And
That was out
she's
of
looking
pocket.
for Trick. And she tells Trick, you can't go around doing whatever you want to do and get disqualified. And Trick was like, yo, he was like, I just want my world title match. And she's like, well, you're not getting it because I gave it to A-Town Down Under. And Trick's like, what? And then she just walks off. I'm like, oh, okay.
You know he's gonna get in that match, right? One way or another.
Yes. Because like something happens later on, and I'm like, oh, he's definitely getting in that match. So we had Shotzi versus Fallon Henley for the North American Women's Championship. And the match is going, and Fallon works on Shotzi's knee, and she works on her knee, works on her knee, works on her knee. Fallon beats Shotzi after she works on her knee for the whole damn match. Fallon wins, and then Stephanie Vaquera shows up, and Stephanie challenges Fallon. So that match is set for Vengeance Day.
Banger.
So then we had Kalani Jordan and Kamara Petrovic. And Kalani is basically telling Kamara she's dumb because Ashanti doesn't love her and she's an idiot for getting with him because she's dumb. So yeah, Kalani is full heel turn now.
Like full.
Yes, I was shocked because I'm like, it took this fucking long to get to this heel turn when she keeps showing that she's a fucking heel, but now we finally get to it. So then we get to Ava meeting with Cora and Roxy. And Ava just goes, you know what? I'm gonna make this a triple threat between Roxy, Julia, and Bailey at the pay-per-view. And Cora's like, dude, what the fuck? And Ava's like, well, it's a triple threat. And Roxy's like, what, Cora? Like, I get my title match. And Cora just walks off. So, dude, Cora
Like,
is like, I don't know if she's gonna turn on her, but Cora's gonna be in that match. And it's gonna piss me off because they're gonna have two four ways at the pay-per-view.
like, how do you turn on her twice in a row?
I don't know, but this is like it's gonna be funny. So then we had Cedric Alexander versus Ethan Page. And at first, like I thought this match was gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be a quick match. One, two, three, it's over. Like Ethan Page beats the shit out of Cedric Alexander. No, Cedric beat the shit out of Ethan Page, and Ethan just hurt Cedric's hand because his hand was injured. He hurt his hand, and then after that, this Ethan Page wins the match, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Javon Evans just clotheslines the shit out of Ethan Page, jumping over the top rope clean. Like, this kid is fucking awesome.
No. He's bouncy.
Yes, he's bouncy. So then we get a backstage with Fatal Influence. And JC and Fallon are talking shit about Stephanie Vaquer. And all of a sudden, Fallon just volunteers JC to have a match with Stephanie Vaquer. And JC isn't happy about it, but she's like, fuck it, I'll take the match.
Yeah, that's not gonna end poorly. Not at all.
Nope. So then we find out that Trick and Oba will be facing A-Town Down Under next week in a tag match. So yeah, that's what it should have happened in the beginning instead of this triple four-way thing that they're doing now. That should have happened in the beginning. They should have had this tag match, and we should have went to Trick and Oba. But I know what they're doing with the Trick and Oba situation. They're saving it for Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, that's their WrestleMania basically.
Yeah, so like, I guess we could get there. So then we have a backstage with Briggs and Ishimori, and Briggs and Ishimori are talking. No, Inamori. That's the name. Inamori, and they're having this whole thing. They're talking about, hey, we could go for the tag titles. We should be tag champions. We didn't get a fair shake. Tag team this, tag team that. And I'm just like, okay, guys, I don't think you guys are gonna win the tag titles, but sure.
Yeah. Like, 'cause they
So
only really had one match in WWE, NXT.
exactly. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't think you deserve a tag title match. But we'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
So then we had the main event for the World Tag Team Championship. Last Legend and Jakara versus Bianca and Naomi.
Also
This
a good
match was
match.
good.
Yes.
Like I was surprised because I was looking for hints of one of Bianca or Naomi to take it easy on the metaphor girls. I was I was looking. I'm like, all right, they're gonna take it easy because I still had a conspiracy theory that they're all working together to take out Jade.
Yeah. Like,
But
I don't know about you, I didn't see no hints.
me neither. I didn't see any either. Like they went in.
Yeah,
So Bianca and Naomi get the win. And after that, like right after that, like they're in the ring, we get the barcode, like the little bar things, like the color bars. And it says NXT over. And it's like, okay. And then it changes to Vengeance Day. So apparently somebody's showing up on Vengeance Day.
what could it be?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. Because I don't know who is the next big person to come out. I don't know if it's gonna be male or female. I don't know anything. Like right now, I'm completely blank. None of the sources, nobody has any idea who the hell it is. Everybody's confused and everybody's like, I don't know what's going on. Like everybody feels the same way. No one knows what's going on. They just know somebody's coming. They just know somebody's coming. Who? Don't know.
I feel like there was no hint there whatsoever either.
None. This was like so off. Because here's the thing, right?
Hmm.
I don't know any women that are free agents right now. I don't know any men. Well, there are a few males that are free agents, kind of. I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. I don't know what's going on.
Like the only one that came to mind was Jordan Grace, but that doesn't seem like a Jordan Grace thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like something that's it's just I don't know. It's confusing to me. I'm lost.
Yeah,
I want to know who it is, but like I'm just so lost.
same.
Yeah, I'm just lost. I don't know. I don't know.
And if you don't know, like I guarantee a lot of other people don't know. So that's the thing.
I don't know. I don't know, but like we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, hopefully it's somebody really cool, but we'll see.
What if it's someone that sucks? I'll be pissed.
Dude, if it's somebody that sucks, I will be like super pissed. I'd be super pissed. So that was the NXT side. We still got Dynamite to go. Dynamite, I I got a lot of conflicting things from people with Dynamite.
Okay.
Like a lot of people were fucking bored with Dynamite. They said this isn't like as good as the last 2 weeks of AEW, and a lot of people are not. They're not feeling it.
Yeah, I was one of the ones that were bored.
So it started out with Will Ospreay versus Brian Cage. I don't know why, and I'm sorry for projecting, but I did not feel like Brian Cage wanted to be there.
Probably not.
So he did do a cool thing with Ospreay because Ospreay tried to jump on him. He caught him with a suplex and walked Ospreay all around the whole entire ring, and then finally suplexed him.
Motherfucker strong.
Yep. So Ospreay won with the Styles Clash, and I swear to God, if AJ Styles wasn't super signed to WWE, I would swear AJ Styles was coming over to AEW because like he keeps
Crossover.
using the Styles Clash. So during the match, fucking Don Callis says Kenny Omega got beat up in the back. Look at this, and Kenny Omega's down. So after the match, the fucking Lance Archer and Brian Cage attack Will Ospreay. Kenny Omega runs down to do the save. Kenny Omega does not look hurt at all. He doesn't look hurt at all. So
You got over
then,
it real quick.
yeah, it just looked normal. So then Takeshita and Fletcher come down and start fighting with Ospreay and Omega. They beat the shit out of them. They stop. They play the music. They beat the shit out of them again. They play the music. They stop, beat the shit out of him again, beat the shit out of him one more time. Okay, now they leave.
That was weird, like a weird beatdown for some reason.
So apparent, but this is here's the thing. Apparently, air quotes. The reason that they did this was because Will Hobbs was supposed to be on the show and do something, and he got injured in that match. He got a concussion. So because of that, they had to move some things around, and apparently they gave time to this beatdown, and that's what this was.
They could have made it look better.
Yeah. So Renee is trying to interview Swerve. Swerve's not in there. But Hangman busts open the door and goes, I need to talk to Swerve. And Renee's like, he's not in there. So he goes to leave and he bumps into MJF, which is setting up their match for probably Revolution. And he just walks off. And then MJF starts talking about how he hates Jeff Jarrett and something, something, something. And he wasn't paying attention. He was like, oh, I got ADD.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was random. Like I saw a lot of people that actually loved that line. To me, it didn't land because it was like it just didn't land to me. I don't know why. It just didn't land to me. It just wasn't like that's actually funny. It was like, oh, whatever.
A little bit too random, yeah.
Yeah.
Now the Hangman and Swerve thing. Where do you
Uh-huh.
think that's going? Like, are they gonna make up? It seems.
Yes, but here's the problem, right? If they're making up, right? I know where they're going with this. They're going to make up and go against the Death Riders. So literally everything that's going against the Death Riders is like either boring or it makes no like it's not gonna make sense because like the story that like I know is supposed to be told is a Darby Allin thing. They're waiting for Darby. They're waiting for that big moment for Darby to win the title. Until they get there, they have all of these other big guys that want to wrestle Moxley. The problem with that is every big star that they have going against Moxley feels like they should beat Moxley. Like they feel like they should be the one that take the title and move on. But I don't feel like they're gonna give the right person the title shot until they give it to Darby, and then we just go from there. And that's kind of stupid. Like because Tony knows what he wants to do, and he's not gonna pivot. And to me, it's kind of stupid.
Like, I've seen a lot of people criticize the Death Rider thing, so it's not just a us thing. Like, a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, like it's really bad. Like it's a really bad story, but like they say they have an ending, and the ending is Darby. To me, it's just like I get it, but like you have so many bigger people that should be winning the title, and there's no reason to hold it off this long.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, we have Jeff Jarrett versus Claudio, and if Jeff wins, Claudio gets a shot at John Moxley. So they're having this match, and Claudio's not just killing Jeff Jarrett. Like Jeff is fighting back a little bit, and all of a sudden, Wheeler Yuta shows up, distracts Jeff. Claudio gets the win, and like it goes crazy because a lot of people get in this, and when Moxley shows up, Moxley literally looks at Claudio and just says, "Pathetic." He goes, "Pathetic," and I agree. Like it took you all of this to beat Jeff Jarrett. Like you had to cheat to beat Jeff Jarrett. What the fuck is going
Yeah.
on?
It was like, what the hell?
So because he had help, Jeff Jarrett has a claim to eventually go for the title. So the Death Riders leave. MJF comes out and punches Jeff Jarrett, knocks him out because he has the diamond ring, and walks off.
I didn't care.
I didn't care either. Like I really literally hope I hope to God that that's at the fucking Australia pay-per-view so they get over with it.
Yeah,
Like if they don't, I'm gonna be mad because that means there's gonna be more time.
and I hope it's a one and done.
Yeah. So Renee interviews Ricochet, and Ricochet says, "I'm gonna go out there and beat AR Fox." So they had a really good match, and after the match, Swerve comes out to beat up Ricochet. He starts beating up Ricochet. Ricochet starts running like a bitch. Ricochet comes back in the ring, like, because he's about to get curb stomped. And Ricochet grabs AR Fox and puts the scissors to his neck. Like, haha, no, you're not gonna kill me. You're not gonna kill me because I have him. And if you step on me, I'm gonna stab him in the neck. Ah, and then runs off. Now,
Part of me thought
I
he was gonna fucking stomp him anyway.
yes, here's what's pissing me off. Like, I see a lot of people going, "Oh my God, Ricochet really needed this. Ricochet really needed this. Ricochet needed this." Like, oh my God, he's so much more over than he was in WWE. He's so much more over. And I'm like, I don't know if nobody's paying attention or nobody wants to be real with this shit. Like, Ricochet does not look like a star running away from fucking Swerve. Swerve looks like a fucking monster running after Ricochet. Ricochet did that one attack, like, I'm crazy. I snapped and I beat your ass. Now, all of a sudden, Swerve is just running him down, and every time he gets near Ricochet, Ricochet runs like a bitch. Ricochet has scissors, still runs like a bitch. And it's like, dog, you just turned and you just were like this really psychotic person, busted Swerve open, stabbed him in the head, bleeding him and everything. Now all of a sudden, you're a bitch. You're just a big bitch. And it's like it doesn't make any fucking sense. And people are like, no, this is great. It makes no fucking sense.
Like, granted, you're giving him something different, but push him correctly.
Yes, it didn't make no fucking sense. I don't like it. And also I think Prince Nana is gonna turn him.
Eventually, right? Like it seemed that way.
Yeah, because like he keeps like having this side eye to Swerve. He gonna turn on Swerve and go with Ricochet probably.
Makes
So
sense.
then we had this up close with John Moxley being interviewed by his wife, and she asks him, "What's up with putting the title in the box?" He said, "What do you need to see the title for?" He's like, "Why do you need to see the title? It's not a model. It's not this. Why do you need to see the title? You don't need to see the title." He's like, "I'm the champion. You don't need to see the title. I have the title. You don't need to see it." And I was confused. Why? Why does he keep saying that?
They, they got a new title, like, and it's gonna be like a real fucked up one.
I hope so. So then we had a Jericho thing with Big Bill. And Big Bill is he's gonna turn on Jericho. He's gonna turn on Jericho because Jericho starts talking shit about him. He's gonna turn on Jericho.
Yep.
So then we had Jay White versus Wheeler Yuta. And Jay winds up beating Wheeler Yuta eventually. He winds up beating Wheeler Yuta eventually. Wheeler had a little bit of fight in him. So
He was
after
on
the
good numbers,
match,
and I feel like he should have just squashed him.
that's what I felt too, but I'm not gonna complain about it too much.
Yeah.
So after the match, the MWO shows up and he beat the shit out of Jay White. But FTR and Edge comes out. They both come out to help Jay White. And I'm like, okay, so Jay is with them. So apparently on Collision, something happens where Jay is also with them. And to me, I just, once again, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fucking know.
It doesn't Jay already have his own faction? Like he don't need them.
We're gonna talk about that in a second. But I don't fucking get it. Like, all right, are you positioning Jay White to be number one contender? Because, like I said, Moxley has all of these contenders for the title. They're not going to give the title to them. They're going to give it to Darby. You have
Hmm.
all of these contenders for Moxley and the title. None of this is gonna happen. Nothing is gonna happen. Moxley's gonna keep the title. I
Yep.
don't I don't like it. I don't like just feeding all of the top guys to Moxley and winning the title. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
So FTR challenges Mox and somebody to a match to a Tennessee street fight, I think it is. I don't even remember. It's some kind of street fight, whatever. So yeah. So then Mariah May comes out, and Mariah May says, "Hey, this is Huntsville. You should probably change the first letter to C for Huntsville." Got it. Yay.
Is it bad? It took me a minute to think about that after she said it. Like see, what the fuck? Like I'm no, I'm seriously there thinking about it, right? And then all of a sudden it hit me. Oh, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up. So basically, she said, Tony, I don't care if it took you all this time to come back and do whatever you wanted to do. Like there's no change. You're not special. You're not winning this title. Like you're the same person. I beat you, and I'm going to beat you again. You're not taking my title. You're a loser. And I was like, oh, okay.
Which means she's
So,
winning.
like, the funny part is like, I actually don't know who's going to win this match. I don't know who's going to win because part of me is like, I want Mariah to win, but the other part of me is like, I want Tony to win.
Yeah.
And so then we had a promo for the Guns. The Guns are alive and they're coming back.
I'm better than ever.
I mean, I guess.
And apparently they're
But like,
faces. That's the vibe I got.
no, they're definitely faces. Cause like they left his faces. So they're back as faces.
No, but like faces, because like they were only faces because Jay White was a face, to my understanding. You know, they were only helping their boy. But now, like it seemed like they're on their own, and yeah, they're like major face now.
Listen, I'm okay with them being faces. Is this mm, I'm not even gonna say what I think. But I'm okay with them being faces.
Yeah,
So then, hey, we had the Hurt Locker business talk about winning the tag titles.
yippee! That was a
Yeah, it was
surprise to
like
me
they
as
weren't
well.
on TV. They just were there. It was like, hey guys, we won the tag titles. And Private Party, you guys aren't that bad, but we won the tag titles. Okay. Like that's all I can say is okay.
Moving on.
So then we had the Vendetta. And the Vendetta calls out Harley Cameron. And they're gonna wrestle on Collision.
That should be a good match.
Yep. So then we had Mercedes Monet versus Yuka Sakazaki. And like once again, like I'm getting to the point where like I'm going to give up the internet because I saw so much. Like I lie to you not, I don't know what the fuck happened between the end of the show and me doing a podcast, but I seen so many people, air quotes, talk about Mercedes don't deserve the hate that she gets. Like she's awesome. She doesn't deserve the hate that she gets. I don't know why people are hating on her. And I'm just like, who the fuck is hating on her and saying something? Like, what are you talking about?
Right?
I saw so many tweets from people was like Mercedes is the greatest. Like I don't understand the hate that she gets. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like who the fuck is saying shit? Like the only bad tweet I saw about her that I kind of agree was she's a great wrestler, but her character is annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
And I just saw so many people was like the hate that she gets is forced. Like I don't believe it. And it's like it wasn't coming from her usual stance. This was coming from other people. And I'm like, where the fuck are you seeing this shit at? who the fuck is saying this? Where are you seeing this dumb shit from? Like, this shit was fucking annoying to me. And it was like, I'm leaving the internet because it's like, there's no reason for this. Like, this is just like made up bullshit. Like, you made a straw man for no fucking reason to say something about Mercedes when nobody is talking about, no one's hating on her. It's like no one said anything. It's just all of a sudden, everybody's defending Mercedes. No one said anything. Where the fuck did you make this up from? You straw man for no reason. The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's so fucking annoying because it was like, I'm looking at it and then I'm looking for the hate. I see no hate. All I see is like her usual stance and just people just going, oh, she's really good in the ring, but her character just isn't for me. And it's like, where the fuck is the hate? And then somebody was like, it was ever since like she came, like I looked at her entrance since she came back to AEW, and the hate that she gets isn't deserved. And it's like, what are you talking about? You're making shit up. Stop making shit up. Like, you're making shit up just for clicks. I don't know. Like, stop. Stop fucking doing this. Nobody's hating on her. They said one thing they don't like, and it's like all of a sudden hate. Like I said, it's not coming from the stands. If it was coming from the stands, I'd be like, all right, I could just wipe this off. This is coming from other people that's fucking annoying. And it's like, none of this shit matters. Like, I don't understand. I don't fucking get it. No one said anything. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, she's a great wrestler. Somebody said they didn't like her character. I said I don't like her character. I don't fucking get where the hate is. Like, what part of that is hate? That's literally criticism. Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
People don't understand criticism nowadays.
Fucking annoying. It's really fucking annoying because I'm going to move on because I'm not going to say some shit that I want to say.
Yeah.
So, moving on. Royal Rumble predictions. Apparently, right now, there's only 4 matches on Royal Rumble.
Which is weird.
So,
Like you pointed out last time.
yes. So, we have the tag title match, 2 out of 3 falls between Motor City Machine Guns and DIY. Who do you think is going to win?
I think DIY because Pretty Deadly's getting in it and helping them.
Same. So, then we have the world title match, the WWE world title match. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens ladder match. Who do you think is going to win?
My heart says Kevin because I want Kevin to win, but it's gonna be Cody because Cody got a lot more to do. So
Yeah, no, I'm totally fine with Cody winning. Like, I don't think Kevin's going to win. Like, I think it's going to be some fuckery in there, but I think Cody is definitely winning.
yeah. Now, question, like side note on this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's gonna be an appearance by Sammy?
I just
And
said
yes.
there's going to be fuckery.
Yeah, you said fuckery, but like, would it be Sammy? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, it'd probably be Sammy. Like, there's going to be fuckery. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have the women's rumble. So, 2-part question for this. Who do you think is going to appear that's not been advertised, and who do you think is going to win?
First one is easy because I could like say any name. The second one is hard because nowadays, like, you only get so little bit of people that you know that are in it. So like, and not, my ears not on the ground like yours or whatever. So I really don't have that much context.
Mm-hmm.
So just throwing it out there, like, and probably totally wrong, like Roxanne Perez, just because, like, I think she's gonna be in it and win. Surprise Jordan Grace, because like according to her, she's not gonna be there.
Right. So I'm going with AJ Lee. She's going to be in it to me.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace is definitely probably going to be in it. Um, as far as like a surprise that like I haven't seen anywhere, like I don't know. Probably Masha Slamovich would be like a person to show up.
Yeah. That's
And
not
to me,
too
like
far
the
off
only
that the
person,
TNA champion doesn't show up.
yeah. So to me, the only person that can win the women's rumble is probably Charlotte.
Yeah. I forgot she was in it.
Yeah. So then we have the men's rumble. Same question. Who do you see surprise and who do you see winning?
Joe Henry, because people don't think he's gonna be in it, and Punk to win it.
Okay, so Joe Hendry definitely in it. Obafemi definitely in it. As far as like somebody just like this way out of left field, a surprise. This is gonna come like really weird. I think The Rock, like just as a random surprise. Like I don't think it's gonna happen, but like The Rock could be a surprise.
That would be a major surprise, though.
And as far as who do I think is gonna win, I know this is weird. I think Punk's gonna win.
Yeah,
Because like I think Punk's gonna win, but Cena is gonna win the Elimination Chamber, and that's how we get there.
yeah.
And
You
as
need a good
far as
match.
WrestleMania, I really think we're going to get Roman versus Punk for the world title, and Punk is going to win the world title. Drew is going to beat Punk for the world title, and then finally, final fucking Lee, we're going to get Sammy getting that one win over Drew for the world title.
Yes.
Like I've been saying this and I've been saying this and saying this and saying this. It's going to happen because they keep pointing it out.
I'm just about to
Sammy
say
never
that.
beat Drew. Sammy never
Yeah.
beat Drew. And when they say that, the person is going to get a title. I mean, not a title. They're going to get that win. And if this, like I said, if this story goes right, Sammy's winning the title. I just feel like it's being rushed too fast. But if it would be like slowly dripped out, it'd be like, okay, we're getting closer, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. And then here we go, bam, it's right there.
Yeah. But
Like
it's
I
a foregone conclusion about now. You know, it's gonna happen. I think.
yeah, yeah, I just really wish they wouldn't have did what they did and just like pushed it so fast. Like it's here. It's like, it's in your face. It's like, well, wait, just wait. Like just like the Tony Storm thing, like they could have waited a few weeks, and like the
Yeah.
Ricochet thing, they could have waited a few weeks. WWE could have waited a few months on this Sammy thing. They could have waited to after Royal Rumble to start pushing the Sammy heel turn. I know why they did it because of the Kevin thing, but they could have waited a few months. Like
Yeah.
I know where this is going. Like I really do know where this is going. So yeah. So that's the thing.
Yep. Do you see any more matches on that shit?
Um, the thing is, we already have all of these SmackDown matches. We should have a Raw match, but
Hmm.
also there's a little thing that we don't have a women's match on there. So I would love that they have a women's match on there, but there's only one show left in SmackDown. We don't have a Raw show, and it couldn't be like, oh, we forgot to mention this match from Raw, and it's like that was like 10 days ago. Like you don't, like you can't do that. Like you can't do that.
Caveat. Technically,
Like it's
I
so
think.
like.
Hmm?
Mhm.
I was gonna technically the doors are still open with this whole transfer thing, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
So I forget who's on which is on which side, but like either the Intercontinental Champion from Raw or the U.S. Champion, I forget which one is on Raw. Could go to SmackDown, whatever, and that's how they do the match.
Yeah, like that. Like that's the only way they can do it. But like it, like it's just so annoying. Like they didn't even think of like, oh, we could do this match. We could do this match, and we can have this thing. We're like at the seventh hour of the show is about to be on, and it's like, yeah, we forgot to put a match on there from Raw, and it's like, why?
They
It's
legit forgot.
yeah, and like this is one thing that I hate about Triple H's booking is the way the women are booked. The way the women are booked is what I hate about Triple H because he doesn't book them like normal.
Yeah,
Like the way he used to book when he was in NXT was a different thing than what he books now.
I guess because it's bigger. I guess.
It's not the better, it's worse
No, I mean
because
bigger.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just I don't know, man. Like that's one big thing I hate about that is like he dropped the ball really huge with the women. It's
yeah.
like you made women's wrestling really big in WWE with NXT, and now that you have the big spot, you keep dropping the ball with the women. Like, yeah, you give them a secondary title. You don't give them stories. You don't give them substance. Like they don't feel special like they used to feel when you had them. Like they just feel like an afterthought. It doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't feel normal. It just feels like, whatever.
Like who
And
cares?
that, like that pisses me off. It's like you did this big, huge thing, and now you have the paper. You're like, you can do this, but you're like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna focus everything on a man. And it's like, okay,
Some
okay,
things never change.
yeah. So speaking of change, we will be back after the Royal Rumble. And do you have any last words?
See you after the Royal Rumble.